The UDRcast is not affiliated and does not represent any 12-step fellowship. I, Bill Ward, the host of the UDRcast, will be sharing my experience and my journey of recovery. That does include, but is not limited to, the literature contained in the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps. Our guests will be sharing their own path to recovery and what has worked for them. The UDRcast encourages and supports all paths to recovery. Welcome everybody to the UDRcast. UDR stands for Uncover, Discover, and Recover. My name is Bill Ward, and I'm coming to you from the recovery capital of Canada, Calgary, Alberta. Here we are going to discuss everything recovery, different perspectives, different experiences, both with the people I know and with others from around the world. If you resonate with anything you've heard on this episode today, we ask that you share it with anyone who you think may benefit from it. If you have any questions or comments, please find us at BILLWARDLIFE and send us a message in the info section. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. If you are interested in more recovery content, you can find the buttons for the YouTube channel and other social media outlets on the homepage, and you will be redirected to those platforms. We can recover, one person, one family, one community at a time. Is the place that I came that has actually taught me everything that's been important in my life. I spent 40 years out there where they call the real world, learning a lot of different things in the world, learning a lot of different things about myself, and learning that, those things all drove me to pick up substances. And I had to blot out myself, had to blot out many different things. But I came here and I learned everything that's actually important in my life. I came here thinking I had a drug and alcohol problem. I had a drug and alcohol solution that didn't fucking work for me anymore. That was my design for living, right? I had a design for living. It was called drugs, alcohol. It was called anger. It was called judgment. It was called lust. It was called many different things. And really what all of those things are is they are things that I put between me and myself, between me and looking at myself, or what I like to call today between me and God. God exists right inside my heart right here, and it's the unsuspected inner resource, right? And when I look at that word, unsuspected inner resource, it's a resource of the original source that's out there. And it exists inside of me, and I don't really need to go looking for God anywhere because he exists right in front of me. The only problem with it is it's blocked off. Like, I have so much shit and ideas and traumas and bullshit in the way that I don't even know who the fuck I am. I spent my whole life living a life so that everyone else could think I was something. I remember when I bought my house, I bought a house. My very first house was fucking, the $1 million house that I ended up losing. But I bought the house on first sight. I'm like, fuck yeah. Look at the size of that fucker. Fucking 3 acres. And I'm like, yeah, that's the one. My wife was happy as shit that I said, yeah, let's buy that, right? But I didn't even care. I just wanted the fucking house. And, but what I realized here later was I was the house. The house was me. The truck the truck I had, the business I had, the names on the side of my trucks for my business, that was me. Everything of my identity was based on what I had and what you guys thought I had and what I was. And the problem with that is I was sold a whole bunch of ideas. In the book it says, become sold on the ideas contained in the book. Well, I was sold on the ideas contained in the world of the material. They had some real good salesmen out there, right? Those fucking commercials and my teachers in school, they fucking really sold me on a whole bunch of fucking bullshit. And I fucking bought it. And they kept selling me on the shit, and I kept fucking buying it. The problem was the more bullshit that I bought, the sicker that I got, and the more I needed fucking drugs and alcohol and all sorts of shit to fucking blot it out, because it wasn't really a good deal. But I didn't know that, because it was the only thing I knew. So then I came here and I learned really what life was about, right? Life's about fucking finding out who the fuck you are, so you don't need to put anything between you and you. Life's about fucking living a life where you can be happy and satisfied every day. You can put your head on the fucking pillow. When I first quit drugs and alcohol, I thought that life was going to be so fucking shitty and it was going to be different. I wouldn't know really how to have fun and all these kind of things. Fuck, even with drugs and alcohol, I didn't understand what fun really was. I never really understood what fucking true laughter was about. I never even understood what a true fucking relationship was about. I was married for fucking 15 years. That poor woman living with me as a fucking untreated alcoholic and a treated alcoholic. I'm selfish and self-centered to the core. That's my fucking illness. And then I take it out on everybody else, right? The world's not treating me right. She's not treating me right. That poor fucking woman in my family that had to live with me for all those fucking years. Holy fuck. You know, you're lucky, bro. I wish I came in at your fucking stage. You know, you fucking come here and listen. Don't listen to the differences, because there'll be a lot of differences. Because most of us don't get here where you are. Most of us get here where they were and where I was. But you don't have to. You can stop the digging right now. And you could fucking change your life. And if you learn what's in this fucking book and what's here, bro, your life will be better than you fucking even can comprehend in that brain. And the way of life that we live here today, the way my life is today, is I live my best fucking life today. And who fucking knew that this was even possible? Because when I walked in the rooms of fucking Alcoholics Anonymous, I was like, fuck, what is this shit? You know, you expect that book to get me sober? Let alone give me a design for living? You guys trying to fucking brainwash me into religion by this God shit? I totally thought I was being brainwashed. I even said this to some guy, and he's like, dude, maybe your fucking brain needs to be washed. And I'm like, fucking good point. Good fucking point. My brain did need a washing. It needed to be a washing. I needed to get it right in there and clean out the cracks in there, right? Because it was fucking sick brain, man. So, you know, if you're new or you're struggling, you're coming back and you got a problem with drugs or alcohol or life, this is where we get her done, right? But we don't get her done by sitting on our asses doing fuck all. You know, getting a sponsor and understanding the illness, that step 1 is super important, because without understanding step 1, the step 2 to 12 really don't mean what they need to mean. And, you know, then you'll try to run it yourself again and keep burning it down over and over when it doesn't have to go that way. Thank you for tuning in to the UDRcast. We hope you have enjoyed this episode. The viewpoints and the opinions expressed today were solely of the individual sharing them. If you resonated with this episode, please follow us and share this link with anyone that may benefit from it. Please visit us at BILLWARD.life to see everything that we have going on. We can recover, one person, one family, one community at a time.